What could cause a peaceful family home to become the center of heartache? The quiet streets of Lahore, Pakistan, were shaken by an event that took everyone by surprise. A respected community member, known for his kindness and faith, found himself at the center of a situation that no one saw coming. Behind closed doors, hidden tensions in the family slowly began to surface. What really unfolded in that home? Let's explore the mystery that left an entire town in disbelief. Warning: the following story features characters inspired by real individuals. To protect their privacy, names and specific details have been altered. It covers sensitive topics that some viewers may find disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised. In the vibrant community of Lahore, the Khan family was known for their deep connections and strong values. At the heart of this family was Tariq Khan, a well-respected shop owner who was not just a businessman, but a figure of kindness and charity. With his warm smile and open heart, he became a beloved member of the community, always ready to help those in need. Tariq was admired not only for his successful career, but also for his commitment to his family and faith. He was considered a pillar of strength for everyone around him, embodying generosity and compassion. Amina Khan, Tariq's devoted wife, was equally cherished in the community. Known for her kindness and enthusiasm, Amina actively participated in various local events and initiatives. Her dedication to her family was evident in everything she did. She took pride in nurturing her family bonds and creating a loving home. Amina often expressed her gratitude for their life together, sharing stories of their adventures and challenges. However, as time went on, Amina found herself facing personal challenges. The pressures of daily life began to affect her relationship with Tariq, leading to moments of tension that weighed heavily on her heart. The couple's stepdaughter, Samira Khan, was a bright and ambitious teenager with dreams as big as her heart. Known for her academic excellence, she was determined to become a doctor and often sought her father's guidance in her studies. Tariq was her role model, inspiring her with stories of hard work and dedication. Samira admired her father deeply and found comfort in his wisdom. Yet as tensions grew at home, it became increasingly difficult for Samira to concentrate on her studies. The emotional challenges within the household cast a shadow over her dreams, leaving her caught in a struggle between her ambitions and her family life. Together, the Khan family represented the beauty of love, devotion, and community. However, like many families, they faced challenges that tested their bonds. Through their experiences, they embodied universal themes of family life, resilience, and the importance of supporting one another in difficult times. Tariq's routine was filled with hard work at his shop, where he greeted customers with his trademark smile. After a long day, he cherished the time spent around the dinner table with Amina and Samira. Family meals were filled with laughter, storytelling, and the aroma of traditional dishes that brought everyone together. Each day ended with moments of prayer, reflecting their gratitude for their blessings and hopes for the future. However, as Tariq's responsibilities at work grew, something began to change. He became more preoccupied and distant, often lost in thought while at home. Friends and neighbors noticed that he seemed less engaged during conversations, and his warm smile wasn't as frequent as before. This change worried those who cared about him and his family. Amina, ever supportive, tried to understand what was happening but felt the weight of her own challenges mounting. The love between Amina and Tariq was deep, but it was not without its struggles. Small arguments began to surface, often over everyday matters that seemed trivial but hinted at larger unresolved issues. Friends noted the tense exchanges between the couple during community gatherings, where Amina sometimes appeared stressed and withdrawn. Samira, caught in the middle, felt torn between her parents. She loved them both dearly and often tried to play the role of peacemaker, but the tension in the house grew harder to ignore. Despite the brewing storm, Tariq had plans to bring the family together. He was organizing a special celebration to honor an important occasion in their lives, perhaps an anniversary or a milestone for Samira. He hoped this event would remind them of the love they shared and strengthen their bonds. Tariq envisioned a gathering filled with joy, laughter, and togetherness, where they could reconnect and create beautiful memories. Yet the growing strain in the household loomed over this plan, making it seem more like a distant dream than a reality. As the days passed, the atmosphere at home became increasingly charged. Amina's stress was palpable, and Tariq's distractions left Samira feeling anxious about what was to come. The anticipated celebration, meant to be a joyous occasion, was overshadowed by unspoken words and hidden feelings. The Khan family found themselves at a crossroads where love and conflict danced together, and the bonds that once held them close were tested in ways they never imagined. With the weight of these unspoken issues hanging heavily over them, the family continued their daily lives, unaware that a significant incident was just around the corner, one that would change everything forever. One fateful evening, a close family friend named Omar decided to visit the Khan household. As he walked through the familiar door, he immediately sensed that something was wrong. The warm atmosphere he was used to felt off, as if a dark cloud had settled over the home. When he stepped into the living room, he was taken aback by what he saw. Without hesitation, Omar reached for his phone and called for help, his voice trembling as he explained the urgent situation. Within moments, police cars rushed to the scene, their lights flashing and sirens wailing. The quiet neighborhood of Lahore, usually filled with laughter and friendly chatter, buzzed with whispers of disbelief and concern. Neighbors gathered outside, their faces filled with shock as they tried to piece together what had happened. Some exchanged worried glances, while others held their children close, wanting to shield them from the unfolding drama. Detectives Ahmed and Fatima were assigned to the case, ready to uncover the truth behind the situation. They arrived on the scene with serious expressions, knowing that this case would require careful investigation. The detectives began interviewing family members, trying to understand the dynamics within the Khan household and gathering any evidence that might shed light on the incident. As the investigation unfolded, Tariq's community rallied together, sharing stories of his kindness and generosity. Friends spoke of his selfless acts, from donating to local charities to mentoring young people in the area. Tariq had been a source of inspiration for many, and his sudden absence left a void that was deeply felt. The news of the event spread through the community quickly, leaving everyone in a state of shock. Neighbors expressed their disbelief, coming together to support one another during this difficult time. The tight-knit community had always shared joyful moments, and now they found themselves united in sorrow, attending vigils and holding prayer sessions in honor of Tariq's memory. As detectives Ahmed and Fatima pieced together the clues, they turned their focus to two key individuals, Amina and her daughter Samira. They were determined to uncover the truth, but they also understood the delicate nature of family relationships. The detectives approached their investigation with empathy, knowing that the emotions involved were complex. Amina was questioned about her relationship with her husband. The detectives uncovered diary entries that revealed her growing stress and feelings of isolation. It became clear that the pressures of life were weighing heavily on her. However, her alibi seemed shaky, raising further questions about her possible involvement. Samira, already emotionally affected by her father's absence, faced intense questioning as well. Through her tears, she spoke of her love for her father and the dreams she had for her future. Yet the detectives learned that she had been feeling immense pressure to succeed in school. Friends mentioned that Samira had been struggling with her emotions, and detectives discovered notes that hinted at her troubled state of mind. Days later, a jogger discovered unusual items near a park not far from the Khan neighborhood. Curiosity piqued, the jogger reported the find, prompting the detectives to conduct further analysis. The evidence collected began to raise suspicion around both Amina and Samira, painting a complicated picture of the family's dynamics. With mounting evidence, detectives brought Amina and Samira in for further questioning. Samira struggled to hold back her tears as she insisted on her innocence, her heartache evident in her voice. Amina, on the other hand, displayed signs of frustration. Her mind raced with unresolved feelings toward both her husband and daughter, caught in a whirlwind of emotions. As the investigation continued, detectives managed to draw significant conclusions based on the evidence they had gathered. They connected the dots in a way that led to an arrest, shocking the entire community. Family friends were devastated, grappling with the reality that such a situation had struck so close to home. The case moved to court, where the atmosphere was tense and filled with emotion. The prosecution presented their evidence, determined to provide clarity on the tragedy that had unfolded. Amina's defense team worked hard to portray her as a caring mother and wife caught in difficult circumstances, trying to humanize her in the eyes of the jury. Witnesses, including family and friends, took the stand to share their memories of Tariq and the challenges faced within the family. The media closely followed the trial, amplifying the community's sorrow and keeping the tragic story in the public eye. After an emotional trial filled with heartfelt testimonies, the court delivered its verdict. Amina was sentenced to life in prison without parole. The decision stirred mixed feelings within the community. While some expressed sympathy for the family's pain, others felt that justice had been served for the loss of a beloved figure. In the aftermath of this heartbreaking event, Samira was left to cope with the absence of her father and the consequences of her mother's actions. The community rallied around her, providing support and comfort as she tried to navigate her new reality without the guidance of her father or the presence of her mother. Local schools offered counseling, and community members organized study groups to help her stay focused on her education and future goals. Detectives Ahmed and Fatima were recognized for their diligent work on the case. Their commitment to finding the truth left a lasting impact on the community and brought some sense of closure to the tragic story. They were often seen in the neighborhood, where families approached them to express gratitude for their efforts. As the dust began to settle, the Khan family story became a reminder of the fragility of life and the importance of communication. Neighbors began to check in on one another more frequently, sharing meals and stories to strengthen their bonds. In the aftermath of the event, the community focused on healing. The pain of loss lingered, but friends and neighbors came together to support one another. This heartbreaking story served as a reminder of the importance of communication and understanding within families. It encouraged everyone to cherish their loved ones during times of struggle, knowing that sometimes the simplest conversations can make all the difference. Thank you for joining us on this emotional journey through the Khan family's story. Please give it a thumbs up and share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more crime stories.